So if you're going to interact with clients and colleagues on Skype or via webinar, it really shouldn't look like this. It should look like this.
We'll look at 4 things that make a difference when presenting on Skype: sound, lighting, location, and you. First, let's talk about sound. It's as important as the video.
The sound quality on some laptops is pretty good. I know on my laptop it's pretty poor, so I choose something other.
When I know I'm going to be on video and sound is important, I choose an external microphone for my laptop. It costs about $100, but it's well worth it, and you can hear the difference. When I'm communicating and I know it's just going to be audio, not video, I choose a headset. And the reason I choose this is because it allows me to move my head around without losing connection or contact to the microphone, and it allows for a continuous good sound. Let's talk about lighting. When the lighting is from above, you just look terrible. When the lighting is from below, it's like you're telling a ghost story. Good lighting is easy. Just have some overhead lighting and a lamp in front of you about 5 feet away. The next point to consider is your location. This location just makes me look like a slob. And this, it's just a little too weird. So choose your background carefully. A plain white wall, that's a little too boring. Choose something in the background that looks interesting, but not too distracting. For me, I just chose some books on the bookshelf and a plant over my left shoulder. The final consideration now is you and how you look on camera. I chose a jacket, shirt and tie, and solid colors. If they're too busy, the camera doesn't pick them up too well. Next is the camera angle. Let me show you. Usually, you'll be using your laptop, which has a built-in camera, but it's a little bit too low when it's on a table and you're sitting in a chair. And the camera then, the angle is of the ceiling and basically up your nose. That's no good. You want to make sure that the laptop camera is at eye level. That simply means you need to prop it up. So put it under a shoebox or something so you're looking directly at the camera versus down at the camera. Another consideration is where you are in relation to the camera. How far away from it are you? Too close? No good. Too far? That's no good either. You basically want to be about arm's length away from the camera, and that'll give you a headshot of about this size. Also, if you have an external camera, as well as your internal camera in your laptop, make sure you know which one is set as the default camera so that you're looking at the right one when the time comes. Probably the biggest challenge that people have when it comes to communicating on Skype is they don't look directly into the camera when they're speaking. The tendency is to look down at the image of the person to whom you're speaking or the documents on your desktop. Not until the technology allows for a camera in and behind the image of the person to whom you're speaking will you be able to make the eye contact in the way that you normally would in a conversation. But if you are looking down at information, you're losing the emotional connection between you and your viewer. You're not as engaged. You don't come across as being as trusting, as credible. All the important things that are cemented in a face-to-face interaction. So as best you can, try to look directly into the camera lens when talking on camera.